Have you ever stopped to consider the terrifying silence that can precede a life-altering storm? Think about the people you know, the stories you hear. Individuals living what seems like a perfectly normal, healthy life, and then, without a moment's notice, they're standing at the edge of a cliff they never even saw coming. One day, they're laughing over coffee. The next, they're in an ambulance, their world flipped upside down. We are all walking around with this unspoken assumption that our bodies will give us a heads up, a flashing red light before things go terribly wrong. We believe that pain is the ultimate messenger, that if we feel good, we must be healthy. But what if the most dangerous enemies don't knock? What if they pick the lock in the dead of night and have already ransacked the house before you even wake up? That's the uncomfortable truth we need to confront today on Senior Wellness Hive. Let's paint a picture. Imagine your body is a house. You check the mail, the paint looks fresh, the grass is cut, everything appears fine from the street. But what if, behind the walls, termites have been silently feasting on the wooden frame for years? You can't hear them, you can't see them, but every single day, the structural integrity of your home is being compromised. Then, one day, a strong wind blows, and the whole house collapses. We look at the wreckage and blame the wind, but the real culprit was the silent, unseen destruction that had been happening all along. This is exactly how the most devastating health conditions operate in the human body. A heart attack feels sudden, a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes seems to come out of the blue, and a cancer diagnosis often feels like a bolt from the sky. But in reality, these are not sudden events. They are the final, catastrophic conclusions of processes that have been brewing in the background for years, sometimes decades. By the time the first symptom appears, the chest tightness, the unexplained fatigue, the blurred vision, the damage is often extensive, and the path back is steep and difficult. We are conditioned to believe that a clean bill of health from a doctor's visit is a free pass for the next year. But that report is just a snapshot of a moving target. The biggest misconception that keeps people trapped in this cycle of false security is the equation of pain with problems. We've been trained to think, no pain, no problem. It's a deeply ingrained, intuitive response. But the truth is, pain is a latecomer to the party. It's the ambulance, not the fire. The real threat isn't the cholesterol number you see on a lab report or the blood pressure reading at the doctor's office. Those are just signals. The real enemy is the silent, systemic process happening beneath the surface, a kind of internal decay that operates without any fanfare. You can have a body that looks and feels young and vibrant on the outside, while on the inside, it's slowly being eroded, much like that beautiful, rust-free car that suddenly won't start because the engine is seized from the inside out. So what is this silent demolition crew? What are these invisible forces that can turn a seemingly healthy person into a patient overnight? At the core of this internal decay are three interconnected biological processes. They don't work in isolation. They are a deadly trio, each one fueling the next, creating a vicious cycle that paves the way for almost every major chronic disease we fear. The first of these saboteurs is oxidative stress. To understand it, you have to understand a basic truth about life. We need oxygen to survive. But oxygen, as vital as it is, has a dark side. As your cells go about their daily business, using oxygen to create energy, they produce unstable molecules known as free radicals. Think of free radicals as tiny, highly charged sparks flying off a grinding wheel. They're incredibly reactive, and they're missing an electron. In their desperate search to stabilize themselves, they rampage through your body, stealing electrons from your healthy cells, your DNA, your cell membranes, your proteins. This process of stealing damages those cells, setting the stage for malfunction. To combat these sparks, your body has a built-in fire extinguisher system, antioxidants. These are the molecules that generously donate an electron to the free radical, neutralizing it and stopping the chain reaction of damage. The problem begins when the balance tips. When our modern lifestyle, filled with processed foods, environmental pollutants, chronic stress, and poor sleep, creates a massive overabundance of free radicals, and we don't provide our bodies with enough antioxidants to put out the fire. This imbalance is oxidative stress. It's like rust forming on a piece of iron. You can't see it happening at first, but over time, that rust weakens the metal until it crumbles. In your body, this invisible rust damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels, stiffens your joints, and prematurely ages your brain. You feel fine, but the corrosion has begun. The second, and perhaps even more insidious, member of this destructive trio is chronic inflammation. When we hear the word inflammation, we usually think of a swollen ankle after a sprain or a red, hot cut on our finger. That's acute inflammation, a healthy, visible response to injury. It's your body's way of sending in the first responders to fix a problem and then stand down. The real danger is chronic inflammation, a low-grade, invisible fire that never gets put out. There's no swelling, no redness, no pain to alert you. It's a silent, smoldering fire inside your blood vessels, your organs, and your tissues. This persistent state of alarm tricks your immune system into staying on high alert, constantly attacking not just potential threats, but your own healthy tissues. This is the fire that slowly hardens your arteries, making them stiff and narrow, a condition that directly paves the way for high blood pressure and heart attacks. It's the fire that quietly eats away at the cartilage in your joints, leading to osteoarthritis years before you ever feel the first twinge of pain. It's the fire that disrupts your liver's ability to detoxify your body, leading to fatty liver disease. Day after day, month after month, this fire smolders, weakening your foundation, until one day, a seemingly small trigger can cause a major health catastrophe. You don't feel the burn, but you are slowly being consumed by it. The third member of this trio, and the one that acts as a master manipulator, is insulin resistance. To understand this, you have to understand insulin. It's a master hormone, the key that unlocks your cells to let glucose, sugar, from your bloodstream enter and be used for energy. Think of insulin as a delivery man knocking on the door of your cells, saying, "I have energy for you. Please open up." But when we constantly bombard our bodies with a high-sugar, high-processed food diet, our cells get overwhelmed. They start to ignore the knock. They become resistant to insulin's signal. The delivery man keeps knocking, but the cell won't open the door. In response, your pancreas, the organ that produces insulin, panics. It starts pumping out more and more insulin, screaming louder to be heard. Your blood sugar levels might still be in the normal range on a blood test because of this heroic effort, but your body is in a state of metabolic chaos. This excess insulin is a powerful fat storage hormone. It tells your body to hold on to fat, especially the dangerous visceral fat around your belly. It makes you feel tired after eating, crave more sugar, and struggle to lose weight no matter how little you eat. Insulin resistance isn't just a pre-diabetic state. It's the engine driving a host of other problems, including high blood pressure, hormonal imbalances, and accelerated aging. It's the body's metabolic wiring slowly starting to short-circuit. Here's the truly terrifying part. These three processes are not separate. They are a perfect storm. Oxidative stress directly sparks inflammation. Chronic inflammation makes your cells more resistant to insulin. And insulin resistance creates more oxidative stress. They form a self-perpetuating cycle of internal decay. You are living your life, going to work, raising a family, and all the while, this destructive cycle is turning the fertile ground of your body into a barren wasteland, perfectly prepared for the seeds of chronic disease to take root and flourish. The question isn't whether you have symptoms. The question is, has this silent war already begun inside you? Because when your body finally screams, it's often too late to just whisper back. But here is the message of hope. What if there was a natural, powerful ally that could stand against all three of these silent killers? What if nature itself provided a tool to help quench the rust, put out the fire, and rewire the metabolic short circuit? The answer lies in a humble plant, often overlooked, but considered a miracle of nutrition. In the world of botanical medicine, it's known as Moringa Oleifera. You might have seen it as a powder in a health food store, or heard it called the drumstick tree for its long seed pods. But the real treasure lies in its delicate, unassuming leaves. These are not just leaves. They are a nutritional powerhouse, a superfood in the truest sense of the word. In the traditions of natural healing, plants like this are called adaptogens or rejuvenatives, substances that deeply nourish the body and build resilience over time. The first and most fundamental gift of the Moringa leaf is its extraordinary nutritional density. We live in a world where we eat a lot of calories, but our bodies are starving for nutrients. We fill our plates with processed foods grown in depleted soils, foods that offer energy, but no building blocks. A Moringa leaf is the opposite. It's a concentrated source of bioavailable protein, which is essential for repairing every cell in your body. It's loaded with iron in a form your body can actually use, combating that sluggish, fatigued feeling that so many of us accept as normal. It's rich in vitamin C, a master antioxidant, vitamin A for your eyes and skin, magnesium for your nerves and muscles, and a host of B vitamins for energy production. When you nourish your body at this fundamental level, you give your cells the raw materials they need to repair themselves, to function optimally, and to build a robust immune system. The chronic fatigue, the hair loss, the muscle weakness, these are often cries for nutritional help, and Moringa provides a direct answer. But Moringa doesn't stop at simply providing nutrition. It directly confronts the first saboteur, oxidative stress. Its leaves are packed with a dazzling array of powerful antioxidants, including quercetin and chlorogenic acid. These compounds are like a special forces team sent in to hunt down and neutralize those destructive free radicals. By doing so, they dramatically slow down the rusting process within you. They protect the delicate inner lining of your arteries from damage, preserving their flexibility. They shield your joints from oxidative wear and tear, keeping them cushioned and healthy. They defend the cells of your pancreas, the very organ responsible for managing your blood sugar. This is why antioxidants are not just about vanity or looking younger. They are about preserving the function of your vital organs and preventing the long-term degradation that leads to disease. Then, Moringa takes on the second saboteur, the silent fire of chronic inflammation. The same compounds that act as antioxidants are also powerful anti-inflammatories. They work at a cellular level to calm down the overactive immune response. It's like finally turning off the smoke alarm that's been blaring for years and dousing the embers that have been smoldering. For people dealing with the itchiness of joint pain, or the hidden dangers of a fatty liver, or the metabolic slowdown that comes with chronic inflammation, this is a game changer. By calming the internal fire, Moringa helps create a stable, peaceful internal environment where healing can happen, and the risk of inflammation-driven diseases like heart disease and arthritis dramatically decreases. Furthermore, Moringa is a powerful ally against the third saboteur, insulin resistance. Studies suggest that compounds in the leaves, particularly the chlorogenic acid, can help improve how your body handles sugar. It helps cells become more sensitive to insulin's signal, making it easier for glucose to leave the bloodstream and enter your cells to be used for energy. This supports healthy blood sugar metabolism and helps reduce that dangerous cycle of high insulin. This is absolutely critical for anyone with a family history of diabetes or anyone who suspects they might be in that pre-diabetic gray zone. It is not a magic bullet that lets you eat whatever you want, but it is a formidable shield, a powerful part of a comprehensive defense strategy that helps maintain healthy glucose levels and breaks the cycle of metabolic dysfunction. Finally, Moringa extends its protection to your cardiovascular system. By supporting healthy cholesterol profiles, helping to manage LDL, the bad cholesterol, and supporting overall lipid balance, it acts as a guardian for your heart and arteries. It helps keep the pathways to your most vital organ clean and clear. This isn't an emergency intervention, but a long-term, protective measure. It's the daily maintenance that prevents the need for a major overhaul down the road. If you are over 30, if you live under the constant weight of stress, if your blood work is in that borderline area that doctors often dismiss, or if heart disease or diabetes runs in your family, you cannot afford to ignore these signals. These diseases don't send a courtesy invitation. They arrive unannounced. So, alongside improving your diet and managing your stress, bringing Moringa into your daily routine is one of the most powerful, proactive steps you can take for your future health. Here at Senior Wellness Hive, our mission is to give you the tools and knowledge to build that future. So, how do you actually bring this powerful plan into your life? You'll find Moringa in capsules, tablets, and powders. The powder form is often the best choice because it is the least processed, a pure, dried, and ground leaf. That's it. No fillers, no chemicals, just the plant. And when you're talking about nourishing your body, purity is everything. You can start with a small dose, maybe just a quarter to half a teaspoon a day, and see how your body responds. The beauty of the powder is its versatility. You can stir it into a warm glass of water, blend it into a morning smoothie, mix it into yogurt, or even sprinkle it on a salad. It has an earthy flavor that blends well with other foods. If the taste isn't for you, high-quality capsules are a convenient alternative. The most important ingredient, however, is consistency. This isn't a one-and-done remedy. This is a long-term investment in your health. You're not just eating a leaf. You're signaling to your body that you are providing it with the resources it needs to defend itself. Be patient. Give it at least 3 to 6 months of consistent use. That's how long it takes to truly shift the internal terrain, to start reversing the silent decay and building a stronger foundation. If you're new, start low and go slow. And as always, if you are on any medications or managing a chronic condition, please have an open conversation with your healthcare provider before adding any new supplement to your routine. And when you buy, seek out a reputable, trusted brand to ensure you're getting pure, high-quality Moringa. Senior Wellness Hive is dedicated to your journey toward lasting health and vitality. If this deep dive has been valuable to you, please help us spread this crucial information. Share this video with someone you care about. A single share could be the wake-up call they never knew they needed. Let us know in the comments below. Had you ever heard of Moringa before, and will you consider giving it a try? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to build a healthier, more resilient you.